Okay, it's Taco Tuesday. We're going to have some tacos. You can't have tacos without a good salsa. I think it's a law. If it's not, it should be. So we're going to make good salsa. We're going to go with some fresh tomato, garlic, just a little bit of lime, onion, green onion, white onion. Make sure it's white, not yellow. And cilantro. For our heat, we're going to bring some arbol chilies, a couple guajillos, and one ancho. And I'll share with you my secret ingredient in just a minute. First thing we need to do is get these chilies in and going. I'm going to cut off the ends, throw them in some warm water. Get rid of those seeds, or as much as you can. Or if you like the seeds, keep the seeds. These arbols, they're too much of a pain, so I just leave the seeds in them. I still break the stem off the end. Get them in some warm water. Now, these anchos, all you gotta do is split them. They're full of seeds. Oh yeah, a lot of seeds in there. Get them in some warm water. Now, we're going to let those steep for just a few minutes. And while that water is coming up to boil, I'll show you how we do our tomatoes. We're going to just put a little slice in them. You can leave the skins on if you want. I don't care for the skins. I take the top off. There's 10 million ways to do your salsa. This is just how I do it. For my onion, I'm only going to use half an onion, a white onion. I prefer that over the yellow. They're not as sweet. Just about all my Mexican dishes I use white onion instead of yellow. Had to check my mic. I've been having trouble with it lately. The onion, I'm just going to give it a rough chop into the blender. Same thing with the whites of my green onion. I'll show you why here in a minute. I'm not putting the whole thing in. Okay, our water is simmering, so we're going to drop these tomatoes into our pot of water. A lot of people roast their tomatoes. I don't care for that roasted taste. With their lime, I'm just going to take a part of a lime, a little squirt, not much. I'm going to save our green onion and our cilantro. With about a little more than teaspoon of garlic. Oh, I forgot the salt. We're going to go with about a teaspoon of kosher salt. These onion tomatoes should be about ready. Yep. Take your tomato into cold water. Take your tomato into cold water. These only take a minute if your water's, simmering or boiling. They only take about a minute in there into cold water. They never had time to cook or get hot, but that's time enough for the peeling to come right off. Into the blender. Well, a lot of people will put see, these chilies are already soft. I'm going to get out all of our chilies into the blender. So, now, this is my secret kicker. Chipotle. I like to put 1 or 2 chipotles in my salsa. It just gives it a little something extra. You know what chipotle is a ripened jalapeno that's been smoked. But we do need just a hair bit of that pepper water. Just that wasn't even, what is that? That's a half cup. So that wasn't even, maybe 3 tablespoons I put in there. I have a little trouble getting that down. It's all noise and no show. Now, I don't like a super fine chop on my salsa. I like to have a little body. And that's why I put my cilantro and my green onion in after everything else. It gives it just a little bit of body. And stem we don't need. Get out my salsa bowl. Gotta have your chip. Nailed it. It doesn't even need extra salt. That's going to be perfect with our tacos today. Happy cooking.